So it's official now. Ronald Koeman has confirmed that Luis Suárez, Ivan Rakitic, Arturo Vidal and Samuel Umtiti are not in the plans for Barcelona next season. What's going on, guys? ¿Cómo están? BugaLuis here. Welcome back to another video here on the channel. And today on Transfer Watch we have to talk about how Ronald Koeman has basically confirmed the departure of 4 players. It seems that every single media news outlet right now in Spain, in the world, is agreeing on this one. That Koeman has called up 4 players, including Luis Suárez, Arturo Vidal, Ivan Rakitić and Samuel Umtiti today, earlier this morning, to confirm that he does no longer want them in the club. It takes less than a week, 5 days actually, since Ronald Koeman's appointment to let go of 4 very big players. It's going to be very interesting how the next few days are going to be developing, but something is certain. This next week for Barcelona is going to be crucial. Reports are also saying that the best way for these players to seek for a new club is to terminate their contracts. And it seems that Luis Suárez is the first person doing that, because his representatives, his lawyers, are also meeting with the club in the next few hours to find a solution to resign his contract. And it's honestly very painful to watch. The thing is that as a Barcelonista, as someone who loved this club, seeing your 3rd highest ever goal scorer, seeing probably one of the best signings you've ever made in history, and someone who has given to your club so much, leave this way is not what you want. You of course do not want Luis Suárez leaving through the back door. You want this guy to have some sort of ceremony and some sort of celebration for him, because he deserves that, to be honest. But the same thing goes to Umtiti, to Vidal, to Rakitić, and mostly Rakitić, because he floats in a very similar boat to Luis Suárez. We're talking about a player who ultimately has become the scapegoat for all these problems that Barcelona has been having. But when you really take a look at it, he's probably the last ever midfielder that we have bought that directly created any sort of impact into the team. He came in his first season and he left the Champions League, and then he became a pivotal part in Barcelona's 3-man midfield for the following years, basically. It was just this year under Valverde, then Quique Setién, and now, Koeman, where he just fell as a substitute. So it's honestly, like I said once again, very dreadful. It's kind of like such a difficult thing to digest, because you want these players to be at the helm of your kind of Hall of Fame, and they're not gonna get that. They're gonna be just kicked out the door, basically, and rightfully so in a way. In terms of the departures, these players are not completely going to be discarded out of European football, because they still have a lot to give. We know that Luis Suárez, for instance, is going to be a very big part of the jigsaw of how Barcelona are going to be trying to bring in Donny van de Beek. Arturo Vidal has been called by Andrea Pirlo to kind of lure him to a move to Juventus. And then we have someone like Ivan Rakitić going back to Sevilla, looking like the most possible of options. So it looks like these players are going to have some future elsewhere, and it's still in a very good competitive level. And with that, I just have to say that we have to prepare ourselves for just a very hard year at Barcelona, a very hard season, because these players are big players and now you're not going to longer have them. So it's going to be seeing how the kind of machine, how the boat can float with all of those very instrumental pieces in the side. We must also remember as well now that the departure of Suárez will potentially kind of ignite again the arrival of Lautaro Martinez. Barcelona have re-entered negotiations with the Argentinian striker, and as soon as Barcelona are able to let go of Suárez, the sum of money that they're going to be getting because of his wages will make it so that Barcelona can get the striker from Inter. He might not be the best name to replace the output of goals that Luis Suárez has been able to give Barcelona in the past few years, but he's certainly going to be a striker capable of working very hard and in conjunction with all of the other players in this new system. Like I say, once again, I'm going to be elaborating on this on the next video about the lineup. We're going to be going really in depth into the new tactical system formation that Ronald Koeman could be playing at Barcelona. And in that formation of a 4-2-3-1, I believe that Lautaro Martinez could be the most pivotal part, pressing very high up and creating the same sensations that we got when Luis Suárez first arrived at Barcelona. He does much more than just score goals. But one piece that looks to become more influential this season is Philippe Coutinho, because also alongside the players that Ronald Koeman has called, Coutinho was there, but it's kind of like a most positive outcome for him, because it seems that Ronald Koeman is going to have Philippe Coutinho in his plans, and actually this made me think a little bit more about the lineup. I promised you already that we're going to be doing that video as soon as the Champions League ends, and well, it has already ended. I'm already scripting that video as we go, and it looks more likely that the formation is going to be a 4-2-3-1. And if that's going to be the case, I'm wondering, where will Coutinho play? Will Coutinho play kind of of on the left-hand side of the kind of free attacking midfielders, or will he slot in kind of centrally? We just have to wait and see, but it seems like Coutinho is going to be staying at Barcelona, and it's going to be interesting to find out how his development will carry on. After just winning the Champions League recently, I have a very big question in my mind, and that is, where is Coutinho's best interest going to lie? Because, you know, as a footballer, it's hard to motivate yourself, and that is something that Koeman has been talking a lot about, you know, that he wants to work with the right players. He wants to work with the players who actually want to give 100% to Barcelona. And in Coutinho, we know that Barcelona is his dream club, and that potentially is the one thing that makes me believe that Coutinho actually wants to stay here. But the other thing is that you have already won the Champions League. Like, what else is there in this football to win? You won the Bundesliga, you won the German Cup, you won La Liga with Barcelona already, you won the Copa del Rey, you have already won the Champions League. So he has already done a lot of stuff, even though he hasn't been the main people apart. So I don't know, if Coutinho stays, I'm gonna be happy, but I just wanna see which form of Coutinho turns up. That's gonna be everything for right now, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Be sure to let me know in the comment box down below, what do you think of the moves of Suarez? Do you think Barcelona are committing a mistake there? Or perhaps you know that Coutinho coming in is making you actually happy and more excited for next season? I'm gonna be saying that the video about the lineups is gonna be coming very soon, and perhaps another video involving some other players of other clubs could also be uploaded on the channel. So yeah, that's gonna be it for right now. See you in the next one. Take care. Ciao, ciao.